And we begin with our continuing coverage on the two people shot and killed at the Heartland Inn in New Meadows on Saturday. Now, this was breaking news on Saturday, and since then, we've been learning new details about these murders. The Adams County Sheriff's Office officially identified 47-year-old Rory Meehan and 45-year-old Sarah Meehan as the two who were killed in that shooting. Police say they were called to the inn Saturday around 12:45 in the afternoon after reports of an active shooter. When they got there, they found the couple dead inside the main office. The couple owned the Heartland Inn. Police found the suspect a short time later on Highway 95 north of Cambridge in Washington County. 28-year-old John Cody Hart from Washington State was taken into custody and booked into the Washington County Jail. He's charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. And just into the newsroom, the Adams County Sheriff's Office has confirmed the suspect was a current guest at the inn during the time of the murders. And let's bring in investigative reporter Morgan Romero, who's dug into the suspect's background. Morgan, you learned he has a criminal record, right?
I did learn he has a criminal record, Shira, and not only that, but I also learned through court records that he was supposed to be in a psychiatric hospital in the state of Washington at this time. I also learned that from the county prosecutor who oversaw John Cody Hart's case in Washington, as soon as I told him I was calling about a suspect in a murder in Idaho from Washington, he knew I was talking about John Cody Hart. The prosecutor, Luka Vidasovic, confirmed Hart was charged with first and second-degree assault last August in Clark County, Washington. He said an evaluation found Hart was not competent to stand trial. The judge ordered he go to Western State Hospital, Washington's mental health hospital, to try to restore competency in mid-March. So Vidasovic said Hart was in jail for months, waiting to be transported to the psychiatric hospital. And then on July 22nd, court records show Hart's defense asked he be released from jail before going to the hospital because he'd been in jail for so long. But Vidasovic says Hart was set to be admitted August 1st, just days later, so prosecutors asked the judge to keep him in jail until then. Plus, he was charged with a very serious violent felony, so they felt it would be safer. The judge, Robert Lewis, sided with the defense and released Hart from jail with conditions. So at this point, someone who's not competent to stand trial, who's out of custody, is waiting to be called up to the state hospital. And Vidasovic says the hospital prioritizes their limited open beds for people who are in custody. So, of course, their situations are more pressing and more urgent. So Hart's wasn't as urgent and as pressing. And as of this past weekend, when he's suspected of murdering the Meehans in New Meadows, Idaho, Hart still did not have a bed. And those court records from Washington show another hearing on his competency restoration status scheduled for this Thursday. But Shira, of course, that case is on the back burner as he faces these more serious murder charges in Idaho.
Well, I know his family, or their family, the victims' families are watching this, and this kind of stuff doesn't often happen in small towns like New Meadows.
No, that whole town and McCall too, really shaken up about this right now, Shira.
Well, thanks for staying on top of this, Chris, and I know you'll keep digging into this as well.
You bet.
Morgan Romero.